Level 1, negative balance. The number on your screen has a minus sign in front of it. You stare at it like it might disappear if you blink. It doesn't. You overdrafted by $4, just $4. A coffee you forgot was scheduled to charge. The bank doesn't care that it was $4. The bank cares about the math. And the math says you went under $35. That's the fee. The penalty for being broke is that you become more broke. The fee is bigger than the mistake. You stare at it and feel something that isn't anger, just tired. Then another charge processes. A $7 subscription you forgot to cancel. The system sees you're already negative and charges you another $35. Now you owe $77 to a bank that just took $35 from a $4 mistake. You try to call. The hold music loops 3 times. A voice answers, reads from a script, tells you fees can't be reversed at this time. You ask to speak to a manager. The voice says someone will call back within 48 hours. Nobody calls back. The next morning, your rent payment fails. The landlord charges a $75 late fee. Your phone bill bounces and adds another $25. The math you couldn't fix at $4 is now $200 deep and growing in directions you didn't authorize. You skip lunch on Wednesday, not by choice. You walk past the place you usually eat and keep walking like you weren't going there anyway. Your coworker invites you to grab food after work. You say you already ate. You didn't. Hunger at this level isn't physical. It's silent. It's the kind nobody sees because you've learned to perform full. You walk into the branch on Friday. The teller looks at her screen and her face changes in a way you've seen before. Not anger, not pity, something colder. You watch yourself stop being a person on her screen and start being a flag, a category, a risk score with shoes. You leave without saying what you came to say. Because somewhere between the $4 and the unreturned phone call and the unpaid rent, you stopped feeling like a customer. You started feeling like a problem. Level 2, $200. You're not negative anymore. You pulled the account back. 20 hours of overtime to make $200 stay positive for 1 week. You did it. Nobody clapped. Nobody noticed. The bank notices, but not in a good way. The maintenance fee hits anyway. $12, sometimes $15, quietly withdrawn. The minimum to avoid it is $1,500. You don't have $1,500. So the fee stays. You are paying a bank to hold the money you barely have. You log in and see it disappear overnight. No warning, no notification. The system doesn't explain. It executes. You apply for a credit card. They offer you a secured one. You have to give them $300 of your own money so they can lend it back and charge you 24% for the privilege. You read the offer twice. They want collateral from you to extend you credit from your own pocket. You don't take it. Which means when your tire blows on a Tuesday morning, you can't put it on plastic. You ride the bus to work 3 hours late. Your manager doesn't fire you. He just looks at you a little longer than usual. You walk into the branch to ask about the fee. The teller is helping the customer in front of you, smiling, asking about their kids. When you step up, the smile changes, becomes professional, trained. The energy in the room shifts, and you feel yourself become a different category of person without anyone saying a word. She processes your request in 40 seconds. Doesn't ask if there's anything else. Doesn't tell you to have a nice day. The next person walks up, and the smile returns. You walk to the door and feel something you've never been able to name. You weren't refused. You weren't insulted. You were just moved through like luggage on a belt. The bank doesn't see you as a customer at $200. The bank doesn't see you at all. You exist on their books. You don't exist in their attention.